guys, how you doing? I thought I would drop in and do a midweek reading since this week we didn't really have a proper weekly because of the monthly and the moon report. So since the sun has now moved into Gemini, I thought I would just check in and take a look on the energy for the rest of the week for Aries, starting May 22nd through Saturday, through this upcoming Saturday, what day is that? 22, 23, 24, 25. So the 22nd through the 25th of May for Aries, please. What's the energy for the period of May 22nd to 25th, 2019 for Aries? Now, you may be a little bit up and down energetically, like one day feel like you could do anything, get a lot done, and then the next day feel completely wiped out. You may also be feeling a little bit intense today and tomorrow because the moon is traveling through Capricorn, so it's going to hit Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. That's kind of a very heavy energy. So be patient with yourself and be patient with your energy levels. And if you need a break, take a break. Especially with Mars in Cancer, it's really a time to listen to your body. Messages for Aries from May 22nd to May 25th. Okay. Expansion. Okay, let's see what else we have. I got a new deck too. It's very cool, from Colette Baron Reed, called the Spirit Animal deck. So we'll see what Spirit Animal Oracle we have. May I have a card for Aries for the period of May 22nd to 25th? May 22nd to 25th. Aries, please. Okay, Unfinished Symphony and All That Glitters Isn't Gold. This one is kind of a big warning card. Something you're thinking of is not what it looks like, so pay extra double attention. Be very careful. And this says that there's still some work to do. Now, it's interesting. You have here... You see in the center of all this, there's kind of like, there's all these characters talking, and then in the center there's this sort of yellow energy, very much like this. This is a week that I would say, and I'll finish getting the tarot, but because there's a lot of Gemini, so people are going to start talking. One of the messages that came to me while I was shuffling was to take your time with things, right? And to kind of to give things time. So don't, if you get some sort of thing that's like, oh my God, that sounds awesome, I can't believe it. It's like, just apply some patience to whatever it is, because this coming out right in the center is a very big watch out. And I'll be honest, every time I've ever gotten it about like someone that I was considering dating, it was never wrong. So there's something in the center here that looks like it could be shiny, awesome, and oh my God. Just make sure that the gold is gold. There's a line in Madame Bovary by Flaubert that says, be careful about touching your idols because the gilt, which is the gold painting, rubs off in your hand. So you may have an opportunity as you're talking to someone to discover that they are not who they seem. Hangman starting off. Ace of Pentacles in the middle. So yes, give people the opportunity to reveal themselves. Whatever, there may be some like unfinished business with someone. I would say observe this is kind of, yes, so this is kind of a week, and there's that yellow crown again. This is kind of a week to observe. You see how this yellow circle keeps repeating itself? That there's some sort of like new thing that's brewing there. It could be information. It could be a thought. It could be money. It could be a new project. It's something. Something new that's coming out in this moment. Give it the time to reveal itself. Like, kind of look at it from all angles before you decide what it is, okay, or whether it's viable. Or before you decide that something is gold, make sure that you've investigated it properly. And I would also say, because this is also something that I've seen, is that before you decide that something is also a heap of trash, ask yourself, is there another way to look at what that person's doing, what that situation's doing, right? So it seems to me that there's some sort of incomplete information. May I have one more card, please, for Aries? From May 22nd to May 25th, please. One more card for Aries, May 22nd, May 25th. You know, kind of that, yeah, okay. And then this is the all-knowing card. So it's kind of a, you see how these two sandwich whatever this is that's new. So really suggesting that you look at this situation from both sides, like turn it upside down and trust your information. This is also, you know, the two columns of the Temple of Solomon, and she has in her hands the scrolls, the hidden scrolls with all the hidden texts. So she knows everything, but she knows everything because she has the wisdom of all the ages, represented by the pomegranates back here, and she has the two balanced columns, black and white. She's seen both sides of the story. So as this one says also, you know, look at things, try and imagine things from a different perspective. So if you're because not all of the information is available to us just yet. It's just getting started. Like maybe it's been offered to us. It's just starting out. So before we come to any sort of conclusions, either negative or positive. So like before we say, oh my God, that's amazing, or oh my God, that's crap. Wait, and you see there's like 4 people's opinion there, or 4 people talking. This woman's generating whatever's going on in her hand, and this person is like sending down angelic messages. So these are kind of like of the earthly realm, and these of the spiritual realm, which is interesting because that's these two characters also, earthly, spiritual. So pay attention to that which other people are offering you, particularly in terms of expansion. Hold off on assuming that this is going to be a big giant pile of cash, or big giant like, oh my God, it's the end all be all, because this is upside down. So not all has been told about what's going on in this light. So do your homework, do due diligence. It's not saying, try and look at any information that you get this week from both perspectives. Could there be another answer? What if I looked at this from their perspective? What if I looked at it from, you know, there's kind of 4 perspectives on that yellow energy that's in the middle, that new yellow energy in the middle. So in Italian we say il giro delle sette chiese, because there was, in Rome there were 7 churches. So before you could do anything, it was kind of like the mafia families. No, before you could do anything, you had to get the approval of all 7 churches. So before you move forward or act on anything new, on new information that you get, just double check, quadruple check that, I would say listen this Gemini, so it's a social period. People are going to be far more communicative than they were under Taurus. Mercury's in Gemini also. So gather as much information as you can about any questions that you have before you come to any sort of final conclusions. And as always, trust your intuition. But it's also, this is kind of like, you see how these are all sort of passive information gathering. So collect what you need to know and then take some time to reflect on it. As I said before, that when I was shuffling, I got the message of like, take your time, because things are kind of up and down right now, and so maybe they need to even out a little bit. All right, let me get a spirit animal for the week, please, from Colette. May I have a card for Aries, May 22nd to 25th. And it's funny, the center of these decks also has that yellow circle. May I have a card, please, for Aries for May 22nd to 25th, 2019. Who's our spirit animal for this period, May 22nd to 25th? Okay. Interesting. Well, actually, you know what? I didn't shuffle these enough. I don't trust those. They were too close because they were like literally one right from the other. So let me shuffle these a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. And you see how there's that sort of yellow thing in the middle? Which it keeps showing up again and again, this sort of yellow flame. So whatever that flame is there is going to be kind of like a hold off on action. Let me read the description. It still smells like the printers. Okay, oracle message. Pig spirit. It's really funny, isn't it? Pig spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. So that's, that reflection, and in the marriage of reflection and intuition about whatever new thing you're starting out here, or whatever new information, whatever new gift, new money, new person. When pig spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered even when they do not fit with what you know already. Okay, so that was that. Consider things from another perspective. Find out gather information. Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow pig spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally, as we mull over our ideas and what we have come to understand. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do because not all the facts are in. Ooh, I love it when that happens. So that's how I always know when the reading is right, when there's that repetition. Okay, now is a time that your decision-making powers are reliable, for you are in alignment with pig spirit's keen intelligence. So as it says, gather information. Don't come to any conclusions, positive or negative. Make sure you have considered it from all perspectives, and that double checks with your intuition. And yes, and it's like when you know, but put that as like, when I know and I have that piece, now let me just double check everything else. Like, is there another way to look at it? Because it looks like if you don't do due diligence, there could be a missed opportunity, but also an overshot. This one is really like a very protective card. So whatever there may be some additional information that needs to come out that you must consider. So stay in conversation. We got that last week about, being the butterfly and being social. Share, listen, archive, analyze. Now is the time to use wisdom as you move forward into your next step. Okay? Hope that was helpful. I will see you on Saturday for the weekly. Take care.